again to our seniors podcast for Speakers Bank, our Voices or Views. This is again Mimi and
Loretta Martin.
Loretta Martin. Loretta is one of our senior speakers, and she's also a principal or premier or the very first carer speaker that we have. So Loretta has been talking to a lot of different groups, events, conferences to share her lived experience around caring. And being a part of Speakers Bank is one of the things that Loretta loves to do because it's part of her being involved in the community. And I know for a fact that Loretta is involved in a lot of different community activities, groups. Can you share to us some of those things that you do for the community?
Yes, I'll start with Speakers Bank first.
Okay.
Because I was quite naive, as I said at the start, looking after Bill. And I'll tell you how it happened. When my husband passed away and at the funeral, we had the executive officer from Enecto visit and come for the funeral and a couple of other high flyers and carers. And I was in shock because it all happened so suddenly. I forgot to say thank you to Enecto, who were the people who walked with me all the way, the 10 years. And I apologized to them that I didn't do what I had to do. But I did ask them, I requested for them to give me 10 minutes at their next board meeting so I could speak. And they gave me that option, and I just had to say thank you to them for helping me walk the walk. And at the end of the presentation that I gave, one of the board members, and it was a female, said, excellent that was. And a week later, I got a call to say, would you like to join Speakers Bank? I was delighted. I thought to myself, how am I going to manage? Because I'm not that forward in speaking. But I did join Speakers Bank 6 years ago, and I have never regretted it at all.
That's good.
Yes. It's given me confidence.
Yes.
It's given me contacts in the community, given me contact with the organization. I've learned to become a better human being because I've seen a lot of other disabled people around and the difficulties they have. And I feel privileged to be part of it.
And now you are in a position where you can really create change or help make change through the work that we do, like information sharing and things like that. So prior to Speakers Bank, have you ever been involved with other community groups and organizations as a volunteer?
Yes, I have worked with the Lions Club of Sunshine. But my husband was a member, and he was one of those old-fashioned men who didn't like the women to take over. So I let it ride, but I was low-key. And when he died, they asked me if I would join the Lions Club of Sunshine, and I said, well, I suppose I can take off where he left off. And so I did, and I do quite a bit of charity work with them and fundraising with barbecues and whatever social activities they have.
Yeah. So let's debunk the myth that volunteering is just for young people. Is this true or not true?
No.
Who is an ideal volunteer? Who can volunteer?
Look, anyone can volunteer, and I'll give you an example in a minute, but let me tell you this before. I did a degree, and we have presentations when you're doing a degree in part of your assignment, but that's so different, and you think you've got the courage and guts, and then you join people like Speakers Bank, and let me tell you, in the 6 years I've had with Speakers Bank, I have developed. I have learned so much. I'm able to stand up and speak. I couldn't do this more than 6 years ago. I would shy out. But, and the other thing is, when we've been to a couple of to the old age homes, every one of those old people have said, oh, we can't talk. And you will be surprised. We start with one and go around the room, and everyone tells you their life story. So at the end of it, we say to them, what do you mean you can't talk? You've done it.
Yeah. So anyone can do it.
Anyone can do it.
So what do you think are the benefits of volunteering for the individual? Like for you, what do you see or think or feel as a benefit that enables you to keep doing it?
Well, there's a couple of things. I pass on to the community the knowledge and experience I have of my experiences. Number one, it's more important. And secondly, more importantly, as a human being, I'm also developing. So it's not the community that's getting benefits, I'm getting benefits too. So it works both ways. I'm developing, I've got contacts with people, and as you get older, your life doesn't have to be remote. You mix with the community, you learn from people. And mind you, you can be 100 years old, you'll still be learning from someone.
That's true. And I think there's a statistic, I don't know the exact figures, that apparently here in Australia, volunteer work provides an equivalent of how many billions of Australian
Exactly,
dollars
exactly.
in human labor given for free.
That's why the government is offering you to stay at home.
Yeah,
And
so that
take
means, yeah, so that means there are different opportunities. It's not always, those technical high-flying skills. Even simple things can be considered as volunteer work as long as it's given with love, and the time is for free. You don't expect anything in return, but you get the non-financial
So
benefits, yeah, from being a volunteer. So, what is one criteria for a person to determine if they fit the volunteering role? What would you advise to them? What should they be thinking of if they're interested in
Have they got
volunteering?
the time
Yeah,
and are they capable of being able to do it? Even if you have disability, I'm disabled, I've got osteoarthritis, it doesn't stop me from going. I suffer pains and aches to bring my legs up into the car and down again, but who cares? You've got to keep going, you have no choice.
And I have a few, courses on volunteering myself, and there are three types of volunteering. You have the virtual volunteering, the formal volunteering, and the informal volunteering. So looking after your neighbor, for example,
I do.
is
I have a lot.
informal volunteering. Formal volunteering is the work that you do with Speakers Bank, because it's within an organization. And virtual volunteering could be, something that the
Phone
students
call.
can do off-site. Yeah, it doesn't have to be like face-to-face all the
Like
time. So-
I've got a friend of mine whose daughter is having marriage problems, and the daughter doesn't want outsiders to be involved, but the mother constantly rings me. 10 o'clock in the night I get a call from her, this is the conversation I have, what do I do?
Yeah.
So whatever experience I have, I pass it on and
Yes.
say, this, but think about it,
Yeah.
give them time,
Yeah.
do what you have to do.
So Loretta's volunteering is all about somewhat of a counseling, listening ear
Yes,
kind of
yes.
thing, more people orientated. My kind of volunteering is like for my writing skills. I volunteer at a local community newspaper. I also do a little bit of immigration stuff for people who want to go to New Zealand, because I'm from New Zealand and they don't know what life is like, what to do. So I give them free advice on so it depends on your skill, what you are at this time in your life, what you can physically and ably do, and how you can fit it in your other activities. Yeah.
I find I'm so overwhelmed with a lot of things I'm doing, but I don't give up. I'll keep going.
Okay, so I think we can talk more and more about volunteering. We can go on and on, but the episodes only limit us to a certain number of minutes. But definitely this is not the last time that I'll see you here on the chair with me at this show. We're just starting. We've just started, so there will be more opportunities for us to have a chat. So thank you for sharing your thoughts around volunteering.
Thank you for having me, and thank you for listening.
Thank you once again, and we'll see you at the next podcast.